happier life starts smaller than you think. Most people think that happiness will just come to them. But in my experience, it doesn't really work like that. Especially if you're someone who naturally doesn't wake up every day and feel super happy. I'm Julia. I am passionate about health, well being, mindfulness, and creating a more intentional and authentic life. And hopefully inspiring and helping you create an authentic and intentional life for yourself as well. So here are just a few things I learned along the way on making myself a little bit happier. Accepting experiences as they come. A lot of times I feel like we can self-sabotage by setting such big expectations for ourselves that you just create this false image in your head that was never achievable, that was never realistic, because you just wanted, whether it's like having the perfect holiday or having the perfect workout or whatever it is. I think it's important to just let life be and welcome every experience as it is without demanding so much from it. Obviously, you can have expectations towards some things, but I think it's important to remember that a lot of the best experiences in life are not perfect. They're usually the ones that were messy and that didn't go as planned, and that you will remember for the rest of your life. Being present. I know it sounds very cliche and also it's way easier said than done. I know this, but the truth is life is here and now. It's not in the past, it's not in the future, even though I think a lot of us like to think it is, because I think there's two types of people. You either always worried about your past, like what you've done, or then you're someone who always worries about the future, like what will happen, what will happen next, what's happening tomorrow, what's happening in a few hours. Like, I'm definitely someone who is always thinking in the future and worrying about stuff. So this is also something I'm still working on. All of these points are something I'm still working on. So, but yeah, whether it's creating a practice like meditation practice for yourself, or creating cues for yourself. For example, you could create a cue like whenever you go through a door, you take a moment to like ground yourself to this moment, or whatever works for you in terms of being present in your everyday life. Allow yourself to relax without guilt. This is super important. I think for everyone in this world, that's because we're all striving to be more productive, creating more habits to be happy. All of these things they're good things to incorporate into your life, but I think it's also super important to let yourself just be, let yourself just relax and not feel guilty about it, because this is also super familiar to me, is where I feel like I haven't done enough and then I feel guilty for relaxing. And it can happen whether I've done enough, definitely, or it can also happen where I have done nothing all day and I'm feeling guilty. And also you should be able to have days where you don't do anything and you just let yourself relax. Intentionally create more joy. Actually do things that you enjoy. And if you don't know what those things are, first learn what you actually enjoy. And maybe learning is doing more, like trying new things. But once you know what you actually enjoy, prioritize doing those things every day or at least a few times a week. I know it sounds pretty obvious, like, yeah, you should do things that you enjoy, and a lot of people do, but also I think a lot of people don't actively think like, am I actually doing things that are making me happy? Spend time in nature. There was a study by the Finnish Forest Research Institute that found just 15 minutes of sitting or walking in a park or forest can make people feel notably more restored, creative, and emotionally positive. And there is so many other studies just regarding nature and how that affects well-being and mental health. Move your body and eat in ways that make you feel good. I think physical exercise is super important in terms of improving your mental health. I know so many people that exercise because it makes them feel so good mentally, not even for the physical benefits. And it's so important again to find ways that feel good to you. Moving your body doesn't necessarily have to mean going to the gym every day or whatever you see people doing that you're like, I would not enjoy that. You should find ways that you actually enjoy, even if it's just walking. Walking is so good for you, and if you can get into a forest at the same time, then you're already hitting two birds with one stone. So move your body, because it's also such a blessing to be able to move your body. And eat in ways that make you feel good, however that is to you. Okay, so the two last things: the relationships you have with other people and yourself. Talk to yourself differently. We really underestimate how much our inner dialogue shapes our lives. I fully believe that you are what you think, because that's all you really have is your thoughts. And if you're always telling negative things about yourself, you're gonna have a negative life. So I think it's a lot of unlearning and just learning new habits. And you can cue this with an action. For example, I do this every night when I'm getting out of the shower. I'm looking at myself in the mirror and I'm like hyping myself up. I'm like, I can do anything, like I have a message to tell other people, like I can provide so much. And yeah, just hype yourself up, because who else is gonna do it? Like, there is no one in this world that's gonna hype you as much as you can hype yourself up. And also, that's the most important person to hype yourself up, is yourself. So yeah, talk to yourself like you would talk to someone that you really love. That's really what's gonna make a difference. And then lastly, talk to other people kindly. Wish other people happiness, health, wealth. I know it's not easy. I think it's even harder with other people sometimes, because whether you're having a bad day or someone else is having a bad day, it's always so easy to start complaining about that other person. But I do this thing where if I'm walking on a treadmill in the gym and I have a window right in front of me, and I try to look at as many people as possible and just like silently wish them, I'm like, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be loved. And that's just a little habit that I do that I feel like it creates a little bit of happiness in my life, and I'm hoping it's, even though they don't hear it, I'm hoping something is put into the universe and something positive comes out of it. I mean, it's not gonna hurt anyone, that's for sure. But yeah, creating even silly little things like that can make a huge difference. Even better if you can actually go up to someone and say something really kind, or complimenting someone, or yeah. Or even if someone is having a bad day and they're lashing out at you, if you can just not lash out at them and just be like, okay, responding in a kind way. That, I feel like that goes such a long way in creating more positivity in your own life and in their life. Like, they might be having like the worst day, and if someone comes up to them and says something nice or whatever, you can create such an impact, like a ripple effect in treating other people kindly. And yeah, that's my little habits on making your days a little bit happier. Let me know if you try any of these things or if they helped you in any way. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.